All right. There we go. Okay. All righty. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, again for being here. Thanks to those that are chiming in right now. My name is Brenda Davila. I'm actually Bronze Director now, and I've been in pharmacy since September of last year. And I am super, super excited to be sharing this presentation with you all. I came in September and I made it to director my first 3 months. So let me tell you this, don't look at it as, oh my gosh, that seems like so hard to do. Okay, so we're gonna break it down a little bit. Okay. So let's see. This is my first slide here. Okay. So let's see who else is chiming on. All right. So like I said, I'm going to break it down so that it truly takes to teach you a little bit about how to reach to your director rank. Okay. And if you have any questions after, please reach out to your upline. Okay. And they can help you out, or you can put questions on our chat here. Like I said, a lot of people think that reaching director is something difficult and unreachable. But the reality is that the director is built through strategy, through consistency, through leadership, and also understanding how to build the volume correctly. Okay. It's not about luck. Okay. It's about structure. You really have to work on having structure. Okay. So what does it mean? Okay, let's move. What does it mean to be a director? Okay. As you can see here, being a director is not just about reaching a number. Okay. It means you already understand how to sell. You already understand how to duplicate. You already understand how to guide and lead people, and how to sustain volume and consistent volume. Okay. I always say we have to build that foundation in order for us to be consistent with our volume. Okay. A director is somehow someone who is building a real business. Okay. Not just placing random orders. Okay. So you have to build that foundation. A director is going to equal leadership. Okay. Again, structure and consistency is so, so important for you to keep that in mind. Okay. Our goals are clear, right? Do we all know what does it take to make it to director? Let me see here on the chat, or give me some hearts if you have the knowledge, if you already know how to get there. Give me some hearts. Give me some engagement here. Do we all know how to get there? Yes, yes. Okay. All right. So what do you need to get there? You're gonna need you don't need a huge team, first of all, okay, to become a director. Okay. You're gonna need active people that are focused, okay, well-guided people. I always say coachable, people that are coachable. Okay. Very important. The number of people is not as important. Like not so many. It's people that are going to be coachable, that are gonna really want to do this. Okay. That is the important people that are focused, well-guided people. The number becomes achievable when there is clarity and structure and focus from everyone in your team, including yourself. Okay. Sometimes people complicate the process, but when you break it down, 5,000 points is absolutely possible. Okay. Keep that in mind. It's possible. All right. Now, The breakdown of the volume is 500 points can look like this, okay? You can have 10 people, okay? If those people have 500 points each, okay, do the math. If you have 20 people with 250 points each, or you can have 5 people, right, that are doing 5,000 points each, okay? Keep in mind that, I mean, not 5,000 points each, 1,000 points each. 5 people with 1,000 points each. That's going to give you 5,000 points, okay? So the volume is built as a team. You're not going to do it alone, okay? You're not going to do it alone. These points can come from multiple areas, okay? Yes, they can come from people doing the business with you, okay? That's what we want that as well. But so don't think, oh, I don't have a lot of people doing the business with me. I don't know if I can do this by myself, okay? This can also come from customers purchasing directly from your online store, okay? Keep that in mind. And also from memberships being opened, those people that you're opening the memberships to, they're doing their own personal sales, okay? And customers who consistently purchase products, okay? So every order matters. Every customer matters, okay? Every membership contributes towards that volume that goal that you're trying to get of 5,000 points, okay? So you are not doing this alone. You're gonna be, those points are gonna come there. We're gonna talk about that. It's group volume, okay? Let's go to the next slide. Okay, here's an example, okay, of how to make it to director. All right. So you have your personal volume points. Those are your personal volume points, those volume points of the products that you are purchasing for yourself, or those that are coming from your online store. You're sharing your website with your friends and your family and people, and they buy directly through your online store. Those are all going to be part of your personal volume points, okay? But you want to make sure that every month you activate your account with at least, the very least, 125 volume points, and that makes you an active pharmacy influencer. Okay, you have to make sure that you do that every month consistently. Okay, and then the GV, which is the group volume, is those 5,000 volume points. Okay, that's what we're going to work towards, and those are all your personal volume points and those of those that are doing the business with you and that are buying through your online store and that are buying through the memberships, their own personal ones, okay? And then there's also side volume points, okay? And we're going to get into that a little bit after, but that is very important, okay? Because I'm going to go into that a little bit further, okay? Let's see. Right here, if you can see here, your volume points is going to be the 125 volume points. And then you have people under you, okay? Let's just say that you have all these people that are right under you that are doing 500 volume points each, okay? Those are going to help you towards your group volume. And that's eventually, that's what you want, is the group volume to get to 5,000, okay? So all these people here are going to do 500 volume points each. So they're going to give you 1,000. These two people here are going to give you 500 each. Again, there's another 1,000 here. Okay. And then these people, and they can be under you, right under you, your underline, right? Or they can be also under someone that is also doing the business with you, and they're also doing sales, and they're also reaching goals, right? So it's all going to be in your group volume, so it's going to be all together. So if all these people here are doing 500 volume points each, right, they're going to give you 1,000 points, okay? All together, it's going to be 5,000 points right there, all right? So you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 people that are working hard and are committed. You're going to be able to make the goal of 5,000 volume points a month, okay? And that will mean that you will make your first cut to being a director, okay? Also, when you recruit people, okay, that's another way. You're gonna recruit people. Here you have 4 people that are gonna do the same thing that you do. 4 people that are gonna do 125 volume points, okay? And that's gonna be 500 points right there, okay? If you recruit 2 people and they get those kits that are 250 volume points, that's also gonna give you some more points towards your goal. That's gonna give you 500 volume points. Okay. So you have to really set the goal, have a vision, and put it in. You can write it down if you want. You can put, I have a whiteboard right in front of me here, where I put exactly what my goals are for the month. What do I want to accomplish? Okay. So if you already have a team that's working with you, you can start writing those number downs and visualizing, okay, these are the people that are working directly with me, right? And who's working with them, and kind of build your team, okay? And by numbers. I'm not a numbers person, I have to be honest with you, but I have to make it work. I have to write it down and look at it and use my calculator all the time, because if not, I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so it's very, very important for you to get comfortable with the numbers, okay? Here's another way that it looks bigger, right? It looks bigger, but let's just say you are investing in your products yourself, okay? You have to make sure that your product of the products, you're going to invest not only for you to use the products, right? But if you have studied our compensation plan, you know that by investing in your products, pharmacy is also paying you back, right? And you can also make money by selling those products in retail, okay? So you can invest 500 points of you for yourself, right? Of your own personal volumes. That's you on the top right there. And then you have all these people that are working with you in your teams, people that are working, again, doing the business with you, or just they want the membership and they just want to buy the products. So here you have an example of 10 people that are doing 200. Mind you, remember, you already did 500. Your 500 points are there, okay? And then you have 10 people that are working with you, and those 10 people are doing 200 points, okay? So that's already going to be 2,000 points, right? Am I right about that? Because like I said, my math is horrible. And then you also have, those people are doing 200. They're working hard. They're doing 100, 200, because they're probably doing the business with you. They're aiming a little higher. We aim for 250, because you'll learn if you have been with us that we have the 250 club, where when you meet those points, then it's exclusive calls that you get to take part and learn. There's training, so you always want to go for the 250, okay? But if they're doing 200, 10 people are doing 200, that's giving you already 2,000 points. And then you have people that are just want to do the 125. All right, you have 20 people that are working under you also, they just want to do the 125. They want to activate their accounts and use the product. And that's okay. And that's totally okay. Because if you add that, all right, that's another 25, that's 2,500 plus the 10 people, that's 2,000 plus your 500. You have 5,000 points right there. Okay, are we good? Are we good? Tell me. So show me here some fire, some hearts, because I can't see faces and I don't know if I'm just talking to myself. So tell me how I'm doing here. Are you guys understanding so far? Yes? No? Amazing. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you so much, love. All right, let's move on to the next one. Let me tell you, I just started learning this myself. So this is something that I'm also trying to teach those that are coming onto my team as well. Okay, so we're all learning this together. So every person who joins creates their volume, creates their potential, okay, creates future leaders. You're not building this business by yourself. You're building community of people growing together. Okay, always remember that. Don't build with those who hesitate, build with those who decide. That's what you want. All right. always pay attention to those that you're working with, because you want to make sure that they are people that have already decided, this is what I want. I want to get to director right off the bat. When I started because I saw the community, I saw my leader, she was posting, and I was like, what is she doing? Like, I want to be part of that. That's why I was intrigued, right? And from the moment I came on board with her and she explained the compensation plan, I said, okay, I want to be a director. So I came already with a purpose and a mission, with intention, and that's what we want. People that are going to do that, people that are coachable, that they want to do the same thing like you, okay? So let's see, what's next? Not everyone wants to grow, okay? A director identifies those who want an income, right? Those who want an income, that's important, okay? They follow instructions. They're coachable, right? You want people that are coachable, okay? That they're committed, okay? With 2 to 5 people, the rank comes, okay? You do not need 100 people. You don't, okay? Sometimes with just 3 to 5 serious people, you can build an incredible organization, okay? I got to director, right, with one person who was committed, all right? And she's here today. She made her director. When she said, I'm committed, I'm doing it, she did it, okay? And she just closed her director and she just got her bonus. So I don't have a team of 100, but we're building it together. We both have the same vision. We know what we want. We're coachable, and we know that we have to work hard to get there. And one of the things that you have to work hard at is your mentality. You have to have the mentality. Okay, personal development is so important. All right, you have to be open-minded and think of this as, I can do it. Every day you're going to wake up and say, I can do it. This is going to be okay. I can do it. Okay, it's so important, the mentality. Okay, so remember, sometimes with just 3 to 5 people, serious people, you can build an incredible organization as long as you're all working for the same goal. Alrighty. All right. So let's see. What do we have? Oh, here we go. All right. This one, sales are the foundation. Very, very important. A director sells every day. Okay. Like I said, every day you're gonna wake up, you're gonna in your mind already, you're a director. If you're not already, you're gonna work towards that. You're gonna wake up every day and say, I'm a director. What does that mean? A director stays connected to the products. Okay. You use the products every day. I wake up every day and I show what I'm drinking. I show my skincare. I talk about it every day in my stories. Every day. Or I do lives now. You are sharing your personal experiences, all right? You are creating customer results, okay? And you're also generating your own volume and your own consistency. So important, okay? Your personal activity creates the momentum for your entire team as well, okay? You must become product of the products, because people want to see, what is she talking about? She says she's using this, but let me see, does it really, really work? Okay. That is so important. Okay. You have to be product of the product, because people are looking. They might not be sending you messages or responding to your messages all the time, but they are looking. Okay. Promise you they are. And there's going to be that one moment when they're going to reach out to you. Okay. And they're going to say, oh my gosh, what are you using? Tell me about it. Okay. Because it's happened to me. So being product of the product is going to be key. All righty. Let's see. Simple duplication, very important. Okay. Do not complicate the business. One consistent message. All right. The message is going to be consistent. It's going to be repeatable. Okay, you're going to repeat that system. If it works for you, you're going to repeat it. Okay, you're going to 2 to 3 key products. Okay, that's it. I started with my skincare. That's when I started in September. I fell in love with the skincare, and all I did every morning and every night, I do my stories, and I still do with the skincare. It's simple, it's easy, okay? And it's something you can duplicate. People wanted to know what I was using. People wanted to use it because they could see the changes in my skin, okay? And always always remember, because if it's not duplicable, it is not leadership. Always remember that. You have to make sure that you're always duplicating. Okay, that is part of being a leader. Alrighty. You're gonna learn that as you go along. So always remember 2 to 3 key products. Don't go crazy trying to show everything on the catalog with pharmacy. Don't go trying to show everything that you bought. Just take a couple of those products that you really, really connect with and you feel comfortable talking about. Also, one of the things that when you do not try to, sometimes I've seen people try to read it, products that it's here, this and that you can't even pronounce it. Don't do that. Just keep it simple. Just talk about what you know and how you feel. Be organic, be natural, be authentic, and you're going to be able to get the people to connect with you. Okay, that is very, very important. All right. Success doesn't, what did I do? Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally, okay? It comes from what you do daily. Again, what I was just saying to you, okay? The small things that matter. Showing up, posting consistently, following up with your clients that have purchased from you, answering messages, okay? Learning, staying connected with the meetings and the trainings that we offer, okay? That's so important, okay? Success loves quiet discipline, okay? You'll see. The more you do, the more you connect, you will see your growth. And there's going to be a moment where you're just going to see yourself flourish. But how does that happen? Because you're staying consistent. That is the key word, is consistency, okay? One of the things also is you have to lead by example, okay? It is so important. If you want to be a director, you have to lead by example, all right? With your team especially, all right? They need to see that you're connected, all right? They need to see that you're answering your messages, okay? And that you're taking responsibility for your numbers. That is so important, that you're working hard, okay? The follow-ups are so important. Follow-ups with your clients, okay? But also with the people that decided to do the business with you, okay? Staying consistent with them because they need you, all right? We need each other, okay? Because being a director is not just a title, is a daily decision, okay? It's something that we wake up every day and we are leaders, okay? We are leaders and you have to be willing, okay, and available to lead by example, okay? Let's see, what do we have? I have to make sure. What's the next one? All right, this slide here, being a director, like I said, is not just about a title, like I said before. It's about a decision. It's not about knowing more, okay? It's about doing more, okay? If you do what a director does, the rank will come on its own. So what does that mean? If you are consistent, do what the director does, all right? The rank eventually flows, okay? Everything changes the moment you decide to take your business seriously, all right? Your director rank is, I always say it's in here. You have to feel it in here. If you don't feel it in here, then you're just like going on every day and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this today. I'm just gonna sell one product today and that's it. That's it. But the director rank means that you're disciplined, that you're consistent, that you're a leader. Okay, and your daily actions really they reflect that. Okay, the structure already exists. When you decide to become a leader or director, you already know that because you're a structured person. You already know what you want to do. Okay, so it's gonna come easy to you. All right, it's gonna come easy. And one of the things that I wanted to mention before is that you don't do this by yourself. Okay, so one of the things that I love is when I was started to talk a little bit about the side points is that one of the things is that when not one person is going to do the work by by themselves. Okay, you're working as a team, so when you're growing together. All right, no one's gonna I can't just sit here and let my downline like do all the points. I have to make sure that I do my part in order for me to grow. Okay, like I just closed my bronze director. Yeah, we were all working hard to get there, but there was a part that I had to do on my own. And if I didn't do it on my own, if I didn't do those 1,500 side points on my own, I wouldn't make it to my rank. I needed to do that. All right. So, for those people that sometimes are saying, it's a pyramid, it's a pyramid. Well, guess what? Comes a point where you can't do it on your own. You need a team. All right. You need a team. So I believe this is the last slide. Let's see. This is okay. So everything starts when you decide to take your business seriously. Your director lives in your daily discipline, just like I just said a minute ago. All right. It comes if you want it, if you really, really want it, you can get it. But you have to make sure that you're focused, that your mentality is clear, that you connect to the trainings, connect to the calls, connect to the meetings, very important, and that you work on your personal development. It is so important. I've learned that. The moment I stop doing that, I feel like I'm lost and I'm disconnected, and you need it. You need it. We all need the strong mentality to be able to achieve whatever it is that we want to do. Okay, so it is so important for you to do that. That is it. I'm hoping, let's see, I can't see the chat. Let's see. I don't want to move. Last time I moved my laptop, it turned off in the middle of a call. I was horrified. Love this tips, girl. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. So does anyone have any questions? You can put them on the chat. We'll take a few minutes. I just want to make sure that you understood the information that was given, that it was clear. I want to make sure that it's not confusing. If there is any feedback, if there's any confusion, then I need to change. Then I would need to change this. It was very clear. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is everyone good with understanding how to make it to director either this month or next month? You set the rhythm of where you want to go with this. Okay. If you want to make that money, if you want to see that bonus, you want to see those first $1,000, then you have to really, really focus. Would suggest going live on TikTok or Instagram. The best time to go live. Yes, thank you. Very clear. You're clear, understood. Thank you very much. Gracias. Thank you so much. Yes, go on TikTok, go on lives, go on Instagram, talk about your business, feel comfortable, start practicing. If you don't do it, then you're not going to get the practice. You have to just go for it and just get it done. Okay, we all start somewhere. Okay, I started in September, right where you are, and here I am already presenting this to groups like you. Okay, so we can all grow. We're all learning together, and we all want the same vision. We all want to make it. We all want to get there. So let's go. Oh, one of the things that I'm excited about is that I also just won the vacation to go to Mexico. So with my director here, Nina, as well, we both qualify for this vacation. First time that I've won a vacation, and I'm excited. But I only say this to tell you that I started just like you. but I want you to know that this is possible. That if you work hard it with consistency, I just reached 1,000 followers on my Instagram just last weekend. So I just reached 1,000 followers. I don't have all these followers. I'm not like this lavish like influencer. No, I am just a normal chick here trying to be part of an amazing community and trying to make money, trying to build a legacy for my family, right? Trying to make sure that I win more vacations. So let's see, congratulations to you both. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, we love that for you both. Can't wait to see you from your stories. Yes, I started doing lives on Instagram too, so I'm excited about that. All right. If nobody else has any questions, we're going to end it here. Thank you so much for taking the time. Thank you so much for taking the time for you to grow. That is so important. You being here means that you're serious. You being here means that you want to make it to director. That's why you connected today, okay? So we will have these again and again. Again, you can throw a message on the team chat. If you have any other questions, I would be more than happy to connect. Or again, you can reach out to your upline and ask questions, okay? For now, this is it. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I should have stopped sharing that so I could see everybody. There we go. Thank you. I'm here. What's here? My IG. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the chat, okay? Because I don't want to press it in, but you can find me as Brenda Davila on my Instagram, but I'll throw it on our English chat now. When we hang up, I'll put it. I'll link it on there so that and I'll follow you guys too, so that at some point you can also get to 1K and do your own lives as well, okay? So thank you, thank you. Have a blessed night, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, I can't find my end button. There we go.